like.
It feels like everybody's upset that Arsenal are good from set pieces, and social media and the major platforms, they're still going on and on and on and on and on about it. And as much as the more they go on about it, the more I love it. You know what? I would love Arsenal to win every trophy. I hope we win the Premier League. I want us to win every game. But you know what? As much as I'm 30, I'm a Wenger baby, I want to see that kind of football. I think there's many gears to go up in terms of open play. Do you know what? I would love us to never score a goal from open play again. Like, just because that, to see the amount of crying and hypocritical stuff, and actually Arsenal fans do it a lot. Like, I just find it funny. Now, Mikel Arteta has also given his press conference, people. We're playing Brighton tomorrow. We will be doing a watch along. William, Saliba and Martinelli are out. It appears that there's a bit more positivity where a couple of our players are concerned, including Declan Rice and Bukayo Saka. And there's also rumours by Sammy Mokbel that progress is being made around them two, and actually Timber's new contract. So, I mean, we've been saying it for a couple of weeks, but you know, it's a good time to be an Arsenal fan. You know, players, no contract dramas, players with like 2 years on their deals, signing new deals. Berta's doing his thing, the Gaffer's doing his thing, the players are doing their thing. It's October, getting into November now, and we do have to keep our feet on the ground. But we're maneuvering, man, and obviously, you know, I just got that off my chest. As usual, people, Deluded are back again. Please make sure you're smashing like buttons, you're subscribing, you're offering your thoughts. And yeah, man, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and in some cases, good night, depending on where you are. Without you lot, the platform's dead, so I appreciate you lot. We are going to go over what Mikel Arteta has said, the Sammy Mokbel article, the press conference, and, you know, probably have a quick browse on social media and see the nonsense that's being said by people who have a problem with set pieces. You know, you're even seeing these football. This is, you know what? I feel the same way. The same way I feel about the music game or the commentary on music is how I feel about football. Nerds and dorks need to stop having opinions because they do too much and their egos become inflated. You know, corners have been around since the beginning of time in football, the 1800s. I've seen many a team be good at set pieces, get set piece coaches in the modern day, have an emphasis on them. Now we're decent at it. Man are lobbying to change rules. Really? It doesn't move me. It's not entertaining. It's a part of the game, bro. It's a part of the game. It is a part of the game. It's a part of the game. It's a part of the game. We need to go up the gears in terms of open play, but it's a part of the game. And I'm kind of obviously with taking it on steroids. And I would say, you know, the game is moving towards, well, it's already systemic. Set pieces, dead balls, that's the new angle for teams to be decent at. But I'm not gonna lie, when we were great at football, where only Barcelona could talk to us, you said we're too soft. We need to know the ugly parts. Now we got the ugly parts, you've got a problem. You lot just want basket. Football's a low-scoring game, so I understand wanting more entertainment, but people just want us to fly forward because it entertains them. Ironically, you know what? There was a time. Do you remember when I think it's either today or yesterday. It's actually an anniversary of when we went 2 goals up against Palace, and Xhaka obviously had that sort of shenanigans with the fans, people. So I don't know what they want. We're not new to this. We're true to this, not new to this. We didn't just become good at set pieces. Obviously, you were saying set piece FC and boring and all of that. I like boring. If we keep clean sheet, score 1 goal, get 3 points, I like boring. But it just feels like you lot acting like we doing this year. We're doing it last year. So it's what it is. And you say it's boring. How do you quantify boring? For my immediate bias, I love sexy football. I like 1-2s and all of that kind of stuff. But what for the people that think defensive football or low blocks and mid blocks and set pieces is also something? Because people move like it's easy. People move like you're just swinging balls into the box. Do you know the amount of repetition that comes into being that? Whether it's Declan Rice delivering it, Saka delivering it, Gabriel Magalhaes delivering it, getting on the end of it, all the other players involved. What I think goes over people's minds or over people's heads is the second ball. And also, you see a lot of our players, Gabriel's a colossus. But obviously, if you're an opposition team, you're going to try and block his run. So we're blocking the blockers. You know, we're evolving, and there's all different ways of playing. Like it's the result of days and years even of repetition. But I'm tired of waffling about it. People are going to say what they want to say. Who cares? Right now, I don't look at the league table, but apparently we're top of the league. We're doing what needs to be done. Let's just keep it moving, Arsenal fans, man. Smash the like button. It's just envy. I would take a 1-0 set piece goal for the next 30 games. I want it now, just because it pees people off. just because it pees people off. Bring it, man. Big up DG and the DG Nation. Hope everyone's well. Rob, come on, my guy. George Graham never lied. And it was, well, it looked like he was falling asleep, to be fair, but it was romantic that how we won, obviously, with him at the stadium. We need him, Tony Adams, Arsene Wenger, Thierry Henry, anyone that we define as Arsenal royalty. They should be at the Emirates every fixture, or at least some of them should. I understand they got lives to live. George Graham, the stick we've been getting from the media, it's fashionable. It's fine that people hate us. It's part of our history. We're the Arsenal. They hate us. Go out and be the Arsenal. Facts. It's simple as that, essentially. It is what it is. Big up yourself, Camster, man. Has anybody seen Marcel? Has anybody seen Marcel? Has anybody seen Marcel? DG, the goat has arrived. I wish, man. I appreciate you, though, man. I appreciate you. Good evening, DG. Hope you're doing good. You're doing good. Things seem to be falling into place at the moment. If we can win our next 4 league matches, it will hopefully give a confidence boost to the team. Just have to keep on winning, keep our feet on the floor, and just keep on winning in all comps. I don't like losing to Brighton. I'm under no illusions they're a good team. But I think their manager's a bit arsey. Like, he's a bit arsey, man, because last season, when we was at the Emirates, well, we obviously are at the Emirates, I was in the press conference, and Arteta gets arsey when we don't win, but like, he's had his press conference, and then the Brighton guy, and he's just, I don't know, man. I don't trust you. You're a bit smug and a bit unnecessarily arrogant and a bit like doing a bit too much. So I don't really want to lose to you, man. I really, really don't want to lose to you. Smash the like button if you haven't. Yo, DG here in Jamaica struggling. Pray for Jamaica, folks, man. My heart bleeds. And, my family's good, so I feel a bit better, but it's nervy, man. Struggling, it's mad. Hopefully still have power to watch the match tomorrow. The match, hopefully you can watch it, my boy. But most importantly, you, your loved ones, everyone on the island, and anyone in any other country, just stay safe, please. Football becomes secondary, man. Appreciate you for tuning in. Turn me off, man. Save the power. Turn me off. Turn me off. Turn me off. Turn me off. When everything's patterned, we'll be back here. How do you feel about the Gets thing? There's nothing for me to feel. The first thing I would say is, like, there's nothing for me to feel. I don't really want to speculate on things. Shouldn't be drink driving or whatever. Don't think Gets has his legs to stand on as well. Like, all right, first thing, RIP the 20-year-old. That's what I'll say. It's horrible, isn't it? Like, you 67, a man 60, 70 feet in the air. I think he's the only one of his family studying here. I think his family's from Nepal. What can you say apart from, you hope he rests in peace? You hope he's soul somewhere else, in a better place. It's sad. And boy, they're going to throw the book at Donny, innit? There ain't nothing else to say about that. I'm not a fan of a lot of the social commentary because it does feel a bit disingenuous. Like, you're just doing it because it's a popular talking point. And I do think naturally, because of his status and all of that kind of stuff, like, naturally, people are going to forget, like, there's a 20-year-old lost their life, bro. And as much as it how do I make it make sense? You just never know when it's your time. Sometimes you could be doing nothing wrong. Like, this guy's just going about his business, just being a normal citizen, and bang, he's not here, innit? Like, it's sad, man. It's sad. It's sad. RIP him and thoughts with his family. That's the main thing, man. Big up Sacks, even though he's normally crazy. I'm surprised you ain't sent for Gyökeres. Love how all these rivals, including Slot, is rattled. It's simple. Don't play a low block against Arsenal. You'll see lovely football. You play a low block, you get inevitable set pieces. Again, facts. Yeah, and I don't mind the Brighton manager being smug. You can be smug. You can be arrogant. You're a Premier League manager. You should. But let's wipe that smile off his face, man. Even in the press conference, either yesterday or today, he's like, yeah, Arsenal good at set pieces. He's got something for us. I'm a bit shook at Danny Welbeck. I mean, we've gone over the rotation and if there's going to be rotation and what to expect and what to not expect. So it'd be interesting to see exactly what happens, man. Should we jump straight into everything, man? What's the point wasting you guys' time, people? First protocol is Arteta's updates on Rice, Saliba, and Calafiori. Ahead of the Carabao Cup tie against Brighton and Hove Albion, Mikel Arteta has issued updates on the fitness of several first-team players. Declan Rice, William Saliba, and Calafiori were all withdrawn during the weekend's 1-0 victory over Crystal Palace, while Gabriel Martinelli required treatment after the full-time whistle. Speaking ahead of Wednesday's tie, the boss said that we will be without Saliba for our clash with the Seagulls. He's out. Pardon me, the boss said at the Sober Reality Training Center on Tuesday. It's all woke, man. It's always going to be London Coley to me. We are assessing him, but he won't be involved in this match, people. Smash the like button and subscribe. Mods, please make sure you're telling people with that. as well as missing the central defender, will be without attacker Martinelli for the midweek clash. It looks like he's going to be out as well. We have to do some more tests and see the extent of the injury. But in this game, it's going to be too early for him. So that is no Saliba and no Martinelli. Surely, Max Dowman's going to be there. You know, as much as we've got depth, people, we are like, I don't want to say we're getting down to the bare bones, but what's this? Saliba, Martinelli, Havertz, Jesus, Madueke, Martin Odegaard, slyly Gabriel Magalhaes. You know, you got to watch him a bit closely. White the same. Timber's obviously fit, but you're always going to watch him the same. Rice, throw him into the mix. And this is all to our public knowledge. Like, I don't know what we do, but it doesn't feel like a way, like a Calafiori, a reason to panic, but also feels like we've got to just be a bit mindful and a bit guided and try and get a hold of this situation if you can. I don't know if that's even possible. Hincapie's back, but again, just because you're back and you've got some minutes don't mean you're over your woes in it. So we'll have to see. But for Martinelli, it's jarring because he's in a bit of a good moment. It looks like he's going to be out as well. We have to do some more tests and see the extent of the injury, but this game is going to be too early for him. There was more positive news on Rice and Calafiori after they were taken off against the Eagles, with the boss expecting both players to be available. Rice will be available and Calafiori as well, yes. And this is where Arteta is mooky, because Rice and Calafiori could be out. Saliba and Martinelli could be in. Like, Mikel Arteta, you've taken me around the houses with these press conferences. So I don't know what to expect, man, if I'm completely honest with you. So, but yeah, we have to watch that. What do you lot make of this? Bukayo Saka is also a minor doubt for Brighton's visit after battling illness last week, but Mikel Arteta said that he's going to be fine, joining Calafiori and Rice in being available. Okay, fair enough. On Benjamin White, he had a setback and that hasn't helped. It was an injury that kept him out for a few weeks and we had to manage his load. The reason why he's not been playing is to manage that. He's in a good place now. He's been training more recently and his feeling has been very good. I mean, he looked rusty when we last saw him start a game. When Ben is at that level that he can show he's a top player for us, fact, a player that drives the team in a different way, gives us a different threat on that flank as well, and we need him at his best. And I'm sure him and Gyökeres playing against their former team, you're going to be up for that. Once again, thoughts of the chat, myself and any decent human being is with everybody in Jamaica, man, is where it is. It's funny how high strong the man them are going to be this season. I don't understand why people are acting like the flu is the same as an injury. Too many athletes have played with the flu. Jordan has the flu game and all. I always look at the flu thing a bit dodgy. Now, obviously, if you're not fit, you're not fit. If you're not well, like you said, it's not the same. But if you're not well, you're not well. But you see, when managers sit there and say, oh, like they're ill, they've got flu, it's like calling into work and I've got diarrhea. They can't really prove that, in it. It's a bit of a wash. That's, in my opinion, based on that, Saka's going to be there. I don't think he starts. He might. You never know. This is where you wish Madueke was fit. But yeah, man, some of our fan base are soft, bro. They pretend to be hard too. White was one of our most durable players. Looks like it's caught up to him. I'll always cut excuses for White, man. And obviously, we've got Timber. It's looking all mad. And I'm not saying rest on your laurels and we can't improve. But White, for years, has been a Spartan for this football club. Ran him into the ground. Played with a grade 3 hamstring knocker or whatever Rob Holden said in the interview. Deserves a bit of support, man. Deserves a bit of a support. And we need him. Like, to have Timber and White as your right-back options, bro, that's effing mustard, in my opinion. Arteta needs to be a lot careful with the squad this season, please. How careful can you be? You're right, you know, for Arsenal and the gaffer, and actually the players, they have to manage themselves in the best way. Bit like where you're seeing Gabriel Jesus say, normally I would rush back. I've got to be a bit easy. So the players have to manage themselves. Obviously, the medical staff, the coaching staff, and Arteta has to manage themselves. But beyond that, it is what it is. Like, the broader question is, we all know for Arsenal, minimum, we're playing about 50 games this season, 38 in the Premier League, like 8 in the league phase of the Champions League, you know, give or take, couple in the League Cup, definitely where we hope that. 50 games as a minimum. Obviously, if you go all the way in all the comps, which we want to do, there's a lot more. Then you sprinkle in, if you are Calafiori, if you are Rice, if you are Bukayo, Martinelli, Gabriel Magalhaes, you sprinkle in the international breaks and them kind of games, bro, it's a madness. So injuries can happen at any time. Guys can get injured in training. Guys can, we've seen all different sorts of stuff. It's dark. And it's, unfortunately, players getting injured in football, it's like chefs cutting their hands. With the squad, it is great because, you know, so far, It's early doors. It's only been 8 games. We've been maneuvering. When Saliba had to come out, which he had to come out again, Mascara came in. Madueke was doing his thing for Saka. Kai Havertz's been forgotten. And to be fair, Kai, that might be able to ease the burden on the Gyökeres, etc. Let's run up the likes, people. Been a loyal viewer since DG was on the Westminster benches fighting the elements to do a 15-minute video talking about Coquelin. And now he's a nominee for awards and that with Arsenal in first place. Appreciate you, man. I don't really care about awards anymore, though, I must admit, because we're going off topic. It's all fucking rigged. It's actually all rigged. It's actually all rigged. All of them are rigged. All of them are rigged. So if I ever win one, yeah, DG Nation and that, but I will never truly feel like I believe like I should have won this. It might have been because I've networked in the right place or whatever. It's fraudulent, bro. All of them are fraudulent. But who cares, man? The real awards are in the streets with you lot. So yeah, man. Sadiq, one love, my guy. That White, Odegaard, and Saka combination was potent when they were fit. Just play whoever needs to play. They squad it deep enough to handle whatever gets thrown at it. I hope so, man. Nah, fam. I just logged in, and this is the title. Don't make me cry. I haven't even had my supper yet. Just cool, man. The girl gaffer. Just cool, man. I'm not saying anything if we win the PL or the champs. Linz, one love, my guy, and big up the chat as well. But generally, we need to be careful. Injuries are my only concern this season. Otherwise, we win 2 majors. But I hear you, but injuries are going to happen. Like, we are getting to that point now. Even, I kind of want to use the word injury lightly. But if you think about it, yeah, like, most of these players must be playing with some little niggle and not just at our football club, all around the Premier League and in the world now. Someone, your ankle hurts a bit. You're not like we're getting into that stage now. We're getting into that stage, man. So it'd be interesting. When the hell is Madueke back? I don't know, man. Every now and again you hear positive. What ain't it meant to be November? Like loosely, Madueke, Odegaard, Kai Havertz. You didn't. I think Jesus in January personally. We need everybody, man. You need everybody. Did you review the exposed by hand of Arsenal for all the blatant lies Liverpool fans have thrown out regarding Arsenal and set pieces? Bro, he done a madness. We're going to go over that. But for me, it's not even with fans because fans are going to be disingenuous. It's their media dons. Like there's even a Liverpool-based journalist, nothing to do with Liverpool, a journalist. He completely remixed what Mikel Arteta said. Remember when they asked Mikel Arteta about set pieces and he was like, I first started thinking about it 10 years ago. They remixed it to he's inventing stuff. And there, see the guy does them HMRC TikToks, bro. He needs to go over the journalists. Like there needs to be some integrity because that is one thing. By all means, get on to any manager and attack them, not attack them, but attack them for the words they say. But let it be for what actually they do say. And a lot of things are taken out of context. Even us fans do it. The whole football stuff with Newcastle. I know it's funny, but the whole like when they're talking about they're asking Arteta about football. Anyone that's got some common sense, you actually listen to what's said. It weren't that. Unfortunately, we live in a day and age of engagement, hype, and clip farming. You take a 2-minute sentiment, you get 10 seconds of that out of context. It looks mad. Everybody laughs and do whatever. No sympathy for drunk drivers, bro. None at all, bro. None at all, bro. And forgets. You earn a lot of money. You got a wife and kids, bro. You got a good career. You're throwing it away, innit? And you know what? Pray again, RIP the victim, innit? If I'm completely honest with you, because you're gonna have to live with that on your conscience, bro. Still, and you ain't really got. I don't want to talk too much, but you ain't got a leg to stand on. Like, I don't know if he's been qualified as obviously, apparently there's cannabis in the system. I don't know what cannabis is. You have to take that up with someone else. But alcohol, I don't know if he's over the limit, but alcohol's in the system. Where you fucked up is you've had several times to how do I make it make sense? You've obviously knocked my man over, bust out. You've not parked your car where you live. This is what they've all said. You've not parked your car where you live. You said you don't know what's going on. They found the car keys, your car somewhere else. You're the only person in the car because they've gone to the petrol station and you've obviously filled up your car. There's several points where you could have, quote unquote, showed some level of remorse or whatever. They're going to make an example of you. Obviously, you've got a track record allegedly with offenses around speeding. Now, it ain't good. And to be honest with you, 41 to be doing this bullshit, bro, come on, fam. Come on. And again, the saddest thing is 20-year-old lost their lives, bro. Like a 20-year-old, I don't know what he's doing. He could have just been going, he could have just went for a walk, bro. And you know what? Death like that upsets me, because sometimes people are just going like you're just sometimes you could just be going to get you like there's no food in your house, you're hungry, delivery shops are closed, I'm going to get a kebab. This happens, innit? Like it's not worth it, bro. Like them dons that drink drive, that do the balloon bullshit and drink drive, it's not worth it. Like disregard for life. Like it's just and your own life, if anything, you know. But yeah, we're going off topic, man. Going off topic. So yeah, he's spoken about White. Bit of a mixed bag. He seems upbeat on Benjamin White, showing what he could show, you know, when he gets fit as the season progressed. Sounds like Saka, Rice, Calafiori be there. Don't expect to see Saliba or Martinelli in it. If we see every word, Saliba, he's out. We are assessing him, but he won't be involved in this match. So park him off for Burnley. Rice is available. Calafiori is available. No Martinelli. Saka is going to be okay. Danny Welbeck probably going to score against us. It's written in the stars. Very happy for him. We were teammates and the whole history of him. And you know what? Left wing, we could do with him, you know. The good and the difficult moments he's had in his career, I think it's remarkable what he's doing. The same with the team and Fabian Haruzilia and the coaches. The continuous work that they've done at that club is incredible. I think Fabian has added something slightly different as well. A very well prepared team, very difficult to beat. You've seen the results against the big teams as well, so we expect a really tough match. I know you're going strong. I actually think you're going to go a lot stronger and less on the rotation than led to believe, people. But we'll have to see how that develops, people. On if he's going to make changes to the side. Do you lot imagine such? We're going to try to manage minutes and the loads as best as we can. As you say, we have a lot of games coming up with a very short recovery time, which is a bit unusual, but we're going to remain very competitive on title credentials. That's what we want. I think when our people are excited and we see that the team is competing at that level consistently, they are the right reasons to believe. And that's the main thing. You want to win big trophies. You certainly have to install that feeling amongst the team, the club, and around it. We're in a really good position at the moment, but we know how early it is and how difficult every game is. On if he feels like a trendsetter with our set piece prowess. I don't know, but a lot of things that we do in many other aspects, I'm sure teams will pick them up. We do the same with other teams. Facts. You know, like Pep said, the best managers are nothing more than an idea thief. If you see something over there that works and you ain't really got that, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take the recipe, put your own little flavor on it, and keep it moving, innit? That's what you should be doing. But unfortunately, we live in a day and age where every fan base and every club thinks, you know, their shit don't stink and they're the biggest and baddest and they thought of everything. There's nothing new under the sun, bro. But fair enough, man. The best teams in Europe are doing certain things. If we can gather information and then adapt it to our own team. So he said it in a more PR way. But what did I just say there, people? If you find that this could help and be a way to win more football matches, more than welcome. That's the history of humanity. On the connection with our fans, we always want more. But I think I said it after the game against Palace that I really liked it, the atmosphere. It's always tricky after a big game in midweek against Atletico to reproduce that, but it certainly was a great atmosphere to play football. The more we do that, the more we increase it, the more we maintain it throughout the game, the more the team feels it, the better and stronger we're going to become, and much more difficult for the opponent to play. On our forward options, bro, we're slide down to our bare bones. Very slyly, we're down to our bare bones. Like we kind of are, like we kind of are. Maybe I'm even exaggerating because we ain't even really thrown in a Wanyeri or Max Dowman guys that can be utilized there. In the front lines, especially, that's where we have more difficulties as well with Noni and Kaya. Bro, you two could have been the starters for tomorrow. But you know what? It's mad because four of those, well, I arguably, if everybody was fit, like give or take, yeah, I don't think people at this moment in time, if everyone's fit, has Gabriel Jesus, Gabriel Martinelli, Kai Havertz, or Madueke. Generally, like the majority of Arsenal fans, probably don't have any of those in their strongest 11. But if they and it's all ifs and buts, but if they were about tomorrow, it's moments like tomorrow, in it. It's like there's a reality where all of those guys, you could get all of them in the squad and still be competitive. And obviously, if not give the full night off for certain players, give them less minutes. Because make no mistake, you're probably gonna see a Timber, a Calafiori, a Rice, a Zubamendi, like these guys that normally start, they're gonna have to play some part tomorrow. But like just of that front four, you could have went. Obviously, well, I actually want Gyökeres to play because I think he can bag against Brighton. I think it's personally written in the stars, people. And I hope Madueke bags against Chelsea, but Marino bagged against his old club in Newcastle. Eze bagged last week against Palace. I've seen Trossard bag against Brighton, but I'm not going to include that. There's definitely someone else. Rice against West Ham again. So I hope that's the case. But yeah, could you imagine Kai up front, Madueke on the left? You got yourself in a pickle there, DG, because you're starting to do the analytics. Of those four, how would I get all four of those in the starting 11 if I had to? Madueke on the right, Madueke on the right, Martinelli on the left, Gabriel Jesus through the middle, Kai in that Buki 10, and Jesus, you like to drop deep anyways. You and Havertz just mix and blend, but that's not going to be the case tomorrow. So yeah, Noni, Kai, Jesus, Martinelli, they're all out. So that's the area that we have to be more careful as well. Max Dowman, Wanyeri can be utilized out there. We're going to have to be cautious. And obviously, Saka's come back from an injury and obviously ill, apparently. More conscious because we don't have that many options. So, as I said, we're going to try to manage the loads as good as possible to make sure that the players are fresh, they can compete really well, and the team can maintain the level that it's showing. On the importance of the Cat Yarabao Cup, today, the most important one because it's the game that we have. It's a competition that we haven't won in many, many years, and it has to start tomorrow. We have to play a great game in order to be able to beat a very good Brighton side. We know that, we're prepared for that, and we have to show that on the pitch. On Ben White's injury, we have gone over that, people. On if he can make the England squad, 1,000,000%. Probably needs a run of games because I don't think you and Lewis Skelly, if you keep playing secondary roles, whatever. But I've been telling you, I'm not convinced in the collective defensive quality, if I'm honest, for England going into the World Cup. Of course, I like the options of Livramento, Lewis Hall, Miles Lewis Skelly, Jed Spence, Reece James if he's fit, what Trent can give you, Ben White if he could get into the mix, Gurhey. I think you have to take Maguire and Stones if they're fit. But as a collective, Pickford don't let down the country. But as a collective unit, once you start factoring, that it's a tournament and, you for what you do now, you might need different kind of tools. And, even though I've said Spence, Livramento, Lewis Hall and Miles Lewis Skelly, all of them are quality players, but there's an experience kind of factor where you're looking at tournaments and I think we're let down there, if I'm completely honest with you. And it's mad because whatever people think about Tuchel and Gareth Southgate as managers, and obviously the time is different. Anything less than potentially winning a World Cup or getting into a final, Tuchel, it looks scrubby, I'll be real, but I digress. There are still a lot of months to go, and in football, everything can change one way or the other way. And if Ben wants to do that, if Tuchel believes he's the right player to do so, I'm happy for him. He will have here, I'm sure, a lot of minutes, a lot of opportunities, and obviously his background. On the defensive evolution during his time in Charles Blood, we've actually got good players on paper now defensively and a good collective ethos. Like, that was actually the first kind of thing I saw with Mikel Arteta. I've said it before. It's like there was a time you could see us trying to do certain behaviors on the pitch defensively, but some of the players weren't good enough. Some of their level mistakes happen in it. I've seen these players that I rate make mistakes, but the mistakes were happening too much. It was just too mad, in it. So fair play. Well, yes, because I think we discussed the other day about the very close relationship between keeping clean sheets and not conceding goals and winning major trophies. And that's the foundation that we are building over the last 3 years, and we need to continue to do that. Tomorrow again in the competition that you're either in or out. That's what she said. You know how crucial that is. On the noise made around us, bro, what Arsenal Football Club, they're always going to talk on the corner, boys. A's up to freeze up, man. The goalposts are always going to move. Most hated and rated. What's it that them Peckham Reds say? Hated, adored, but never ignored. Nobody rates us. All they do is talk on us. All they do is criticize what we do. All they do is compare their players to ours. Bring the smoke. We want it all. By all means, if we have no silverware, get on to us. But you lot better pray. All of you lot that don't support Arsenal, pray to the footballing gods. You lot unite. Because one thing about Arsenal, we don't link up with no one. We have a couple rogue fans that if we're fighting City in the Premier League title race, they might forget their morals and start working for Spurs. Some of them might have been cheering on City. Some of us might have been saying, you know what, big up Man United for doing us a favour. But that's about it. Forget, I want it all, man. I don't want none of you lot's validation. I don't even want you lot's equality. As much as I feel that you lot are horrible, everyone's allowed the right to a fair trial. When we're doing bad or there's shaky things, get onto us, give us our praise. I don't even want overpraise. You're never going to do that. Fuck all of you lot. It's as simple as that, man. Not gonna live or die by you lot's thoughts. You move goalposts, you change your opinions all the time. You rate one team for doing things. When it's my team, you don't want to say anything. Don't make no mistake. I do think some Arsenal fans have a victim mentality, and I find it weird because I know there's some Arsenal fans that probably spent all day drawing out the media in it. And for you, like, I got time for that. Don't know, but come on, man, don't let these not rob you of your mental health and your common sense. Like, we know that they're on foolishness, innit? Like, we know how it goes. Why Arsenal are like that? You'd have to ask George Graham. Whatever was going on them times there, I think there's something there. I've always maintained, I think the fact that we're the culture club is a thing. And I think when, when you look at, and I actually think we would, like, whatever people say, we led the fight against referees. It's cool to draw out refs now. When we called for support, you lot drew us out and told us we're victims. And I also think, my hot take, I can't lie, I think the fact that Arsene Wenger was the first foreign manager, there's a lot of nonsense that goes against my club, if I'm completely honest with you. Bring it on, though, man. Bring it on, though, man. Bring on the noise. And the thing is, Arsenal fans and Arsenal as a football club, we're not even making. Obviously, the noise we're making is, we're bullish about our title challenges. We're happy to win games. We're happy Eze's bagged. We're happy that the attack isn't necessarily gelling and we're waxing lyrical about these players and we're maneuvering, beating bogey teams. But if the league was like a 9 to 5, Arsenal, we're just leaving our house, being normal people, going to our job, handling our job, and going home to our families and paying our bills. You lot are doing the talking things. We're just maneuvering. Like, we're just doing this. You lot didn't rate us. Now Arsenal must win it. It's bottling if you don't. What about when Liverpool were top with how many points and how things have changed? Bearing in mind, it's been 8-9 games. Why doesn't everyone just shut the fuck up and calm down and wait until at the very earliest end of March to May, then you can start doing all of this? That doesn't mean you can't comment week in, week out, but there's always these rushes for a conclusion. A lot of people say they love football, right? A week is a long time in football. There's been 8 or 9 Premier League weeks, and there's 29 more to go before you factor in champs and League Cups and FA Cups and this one and that one and the absolute third. But again, I always say on this platform, I don't tell you what to think, just think. Thinking come like something very difficult, but it's where it is, man. And I say this to you, Arsenal fans, because clearly, you or football fans, because I know not all of you here support Arsenal. You're clearly fans of football at its truest level. Yeah, we have a laugh, we have a joke. When we're rubbish, we buy us, we get onto other teams. We've got balance here. I genuinely feel now, we all know certain personalities that are on whatever platform, majorly on either on YouTube or the major platforms. We know the agendas that some people push. We know the agendas that some platforms push. We're at that point. If we're seeing these things and we're getting annoyed at this, it's our fault now. It's not that it's right. It's our fault. But that if you know someone's an idiot and the idiot makes you angry, whose fault is that? And I'm holding myself to that because I'm not going to sit in. It is jarring. It really is jarring. It's annoying. It's annoying because it's just damn right foolishness. And to be honest with you, football commentary in this country, there's a lot of good people, but it must be the easiest place to make some change. How many times, and this has probably changed a bit now with YouTube. How many times have you seen an ex-pro? Ex-pro, unique personality, unique experiences. No matter how much we think we know football, the shittest Premier League footballer, he's got some experiences that we ain't been on. But you'll be watching and they're saying like buzzwords, like popular phrases, like even common beliefs around teams that when you're preing them, it's actually not that. So you're not doing your research. You're not doing your homework. I went off on a bit of a tangent. Apologies, people. But yeah. It's true because it's such a big club that obviously we make a lot of noise, whether it's good or bad. But that means that people are paying attention to that. They don't, bro. Do you know? There's so much people, rival fans. They can't say they don't rate my team because you definitely on your YouTube channel have Arsenal are scary, Arsenal are this, and you're doing funny man faces and you're doing all of these things. You're always tweeting about us. We're keeping your light bills on, so you have to rate us, whether we win or completely capitulate. You have to rate us. You definitely rate us. You 1,000,000% rate us. You talk about us more than your club, and that's cool. I'd rather talk about Arsenal more than you lot, but you lot do your thing in it. You lot do what you need to do, man. But you're right, Gaff. We make lots of noise. We them people, man. We them guys and girls, man. We're the corner boys and girls. But that means that people are paying attention to that. We know our history, and that's very normal. Hopefully, we make noise for the good things. On Hincapie's versatility. You know how happy I'm looking to him. He's a warrior. Keep gassing him. Yes, he's getting to bring such intensity, physicality, and emotion to the team as well. He's quality on the ball. He's a player who is super keen. He can play inside. He can play in wider positions. He's done it, as you said, in different ways. And now we need to get him up to speed because the moment that he's physically at his best, he's going to raise the level. On Wanyeri, and his position will change. a bit of everything. At the end, the context of Bukayo's injuries and not having a replacement as well opened that opportunity for him to break in and have a lot of minutes at his age. And now he's more settled, more stable, more mature. We see him a lot playing inside in both positions. That's where his biggest threat is. That's where I think he's most comfortable as well. And he can connect better with teammates. But that doesn't mean that he cannot play wide. He can still do it. But I now think we need to start developing him more in one position. So you need to become a specialist type of thing and then mix and blend. Only if he sets out who is his first goalkeeper. Mikel, don't do this. Yeah. Don't do this. Because I know in this paragraph, I'm going to read something that if I was your boy or we were speaking off camera, you're saying something different. Big up Kepa, big up Ryle. It's the same foolishness around Aaron Ramsdale. Come on now. Let's see, though. I never do that, but I don't do that with any player. I think in the end, they have to earn it. David Raya has been incredibly good for us in the last few years, and Kepa knew that when he came in, but he's ready to compete. If I have to highlight behaviors in that dressing room and culture, probably I would mention him as number one because, again, he's coming to a Arteta's, bro, mind game. I'd mention him as number one. I'm going to start. This is what I need to do when people ask me stuff, the PR stuff. He's coming to a different environment after winning everything in football, almost being in his national team, Chelsea, Real Madrid, big clubs. He's come here and every single day he's behaving like tomorrow's training session is the most important one in his life. He'll have his chances to play. He's in a really good place. And if he plays tomorrow, I'm sure he will be really, really good. On if Kepa's mindset has helped improve David Raya. No, none of it. Has anyone seen David Raya or Kepa on the pitch? Like, if we just keep it clean sheets, we need to get Raya some shots. We need to, because he's going to get the David Raya syndrome of, the Aaron Ramsdale syndrome of having nothing to do. And maybe there's a correlation with, him moving a bit mad against Atletico. I'm being foolish. That connection, I think, and the environment that you create between the goalkeepers and coaches is unique. They are unique. To be a goalkeeper, you have to be unique. To be in that environment, you have to be unique. How many times do you see unique? There are a lot of times by themselves, they have to do a lot of individual practice. And I think Kepa has raised the level. He's created a true great environment for everyone to shine. And I think that's down to him. Hot take, yeah? How long do you lot think Kepa stays at this football club? I'm not saying he's going to leave, but there were some rumors Como are going to sniff around him. Obviously, he's not an idiot. Like, whether that's his family are cool in London, the Spanish influence, what we're doing as a club and where we're trying to go, Mikel Arteta, maybe just wanted to play for Arsenal. There's plenty of reasons as to why he wanted to sign for Arsenal, but he's not an idiot yet. Like, big up you. If you think you can compete with Raya and take his spot, do your thing. And we're happy for that. If we cut the nonsense, you will never play. Like, there has to have been a level of a conversation. Like, yo, Kepa, can't rule it out. If you do your thing and Raya's moving shaky, it is what it is. But you are the number two. So how long is he going to stay like that? I don't know. Because he could be the number one somewhere. Maybe Bournemouth would have kept him. Big up Bournemouth for the amount of absences they've had, and they're just maneuvering. Who knows, man? Hopefully in January there's another absence. Give us some men, yo. Come on, let's give you Reece Nelson for free, man. At least he's gone. Give you the next Patrick Vieira in the Congo. On the setback to Ben White. Oh, sorry. On if he would still make a goalkeeper substitution in the game. I think because of his integrity, he would. But that quote, that's the Aaron Ramsdale days, isn't it? It's still going to hurt. It's still going to get to him. Recently, we had quite a lot of issues and a lot of subs have been because players could not finish games. I don't know. Maybe someone will do it. If I feel it, yes. On the setback to Ben White after pre-season, it was an injury that kept him out for a few weeks. We have to manage his load, and he didn't have the rhythm to do that. So the reason why he's not been playing is to manage that. He's in a good place now. He's been training more recently, and his feelings has been very good. He will have minutes to play. On if he should have had surgery sooner, I don't know. That's more for the medical stuff. I think they mean staff. But obviously, we want to protect our player. We're never going to expose players if we know that we're going to damage them. For the future, Ben, he will play with anything. You really have to scratch and ask him, are you okay? Are you okay? Because if not, he won't tell you because he wants to play every game. This is what I mean. Players need saying for themselves sometimes, which is great. But with that injury, it didn't allow him to have that consistency. And hopefully now he's going to get that rhythm because the team needs him. The team needs everybody, man. Needs absolutely everybody, man. Man said twerking for Spurs. I'm never doing that again after Son purposely missed a sitter. You did it to yourself. You did it to yourself. Why? On God's green. If we're ever in a scenario, and I don't subscribe to Spurs threw it on purpose. Yeah, it's great for the fans' bases to have this, but the players and like actual players and people in football know if you're ever in a scenario where we're hoping Spurs do us a favor, we ain't done enough across the season. If Spurs have to, sorry if they're doing that, people. If Spurs have to win a game to somehow, in some crazy way or world, stop us from getting relegated, I'll say we'll link up in the championship, lads. Kai and Gyökeres together could be a problem. Both tall. Kai with the hold-up play and link-up play to release Gyökeres or vice versa. Could even be vice versa in games. And imagine them two throw in Gabriel Jesus. See what I did there? I'm keeping Gabriel Jesus, his name ringing in these Arsenal streets. It is where it is, man. It is where it is. Hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss streams or uploads. Just 5 games ago, people were saying Martinelli makes their eyes bleed. Now they're crying he's out. Such is life, man. Shows how fickle football fans are, man. They should be chomping at the bit to get a start. We do not have wonder tools that work on any job. It's not about strongest 11s. It's about having tools for any job. I want to see Jesus left wing, to be fair. Guys, what's our number 71 name? Who's got number 71? I'll be real. I don't know. 71. We were 71. I say we should rotate because Brighton will definitely rotate. If we lose to their rotated side with our strong side, I must admit nothing but Arteta's car tires may get poked. Damn, it's janky. Don't let Slaughter lose of all fans. Hey, James, man, you look horrible, man. Gets apparently. The next 2 games will be crucial in our chances in being champions of England. Fools don't learn to have alcohol in your system and you're on the wheel. What an idiot. Selfish, bro. Prayers for Jamaica once again, 100%, million%. We're never going to stop that. Big up yourself, Dre. Need everyone to smash the likes, please, people. Love Arsenal, hate the ops. Got the best username on YouTube. He does. So, in summary, if DG wins, it's legit. And if he doesn't, it's all rigged. But yeah, not wrong, though. No, it'd be rigged, man. I only just found DG's channel 2 weeks ago. One of the realest in the game. See? The YouTube police doing man dirty, man. Appreciate you. Better late than never. That's actually, well, Simmark. That's actually what 2026 to 2027 is titled in my life. Real talk, what position does Calafiori play? This underlapping in space play feels more of a Lewis Skelly thing. They can both do it. They're doing it very differently, if I'm honest. They can both do it, and I'm happy for it. In our squad, Calafiori's a left back, innit? I do think you're an option at left-sided centre half. I'm more up for it if Gabriel's not there than a lot of you lot, because he's the same kind of thing that we praise Calafiori for, being a bit, gone with the wind. You don't really want to see that in your centre half pairing. How can you hate Arteta right now? Get behind the team. We're close. People so precious with our players and injuries. It's actually weird. If it's up to me, I'd change the entire 11 for the Brighton game. I can't lie. To me, I think that's essentially fair in the game. I know you're not saying to do that, but yeah, DJ's a good brother and the top host. Appreciate that. Oh, Anos. Shout out Anos, man. Hopefully it'd be nice to see him get some minutes. Kepa stays till 2032 at the earliest. 7 years. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. 7 years. Unless he's gonna join the coaching staff. 7 years at 31, yeah? Are you sure? Are you sure, bro? Are you sure? Boy, are you sure? I haven't seen Marcel. I hope he's all right, man. Should have kept Tommy Asu as centre back up. Tell them DG 1 more year, Tommy. I didn't want Tommy to go, but I'm sure Arteta didn't as well. But blood, he can't stay fit, and it sucks, man. Tommy Asu ain't even got a club yet. Time to move on from Jesus, 100%. But for this season, at the very least, it's a tool to be utilised. Kepa gonna be what Kelly was to Alisson. Man was at Liverpool for time, and I was always baffled why he never left time ago for a number 1 spot. How we feeling on Hinkipi with a long-term buy? Listen, it's like the David Raya loan, innit? It's a permanent, man. It's like we got some cash for you. Just next year, innit? We're gonna shout you. We're gonna run you that. Like we're definitely getting permanently. Same like we're like with Porto. Like stranger things happen, but like with Porto and Kivio, it's next year. We have spent a lot. Not that we're scared about FFP, but put that on the next financial year sheet. It's like a lot of businesses. Like around this time of year, you'll see them probably. Well, to be fair, some businesses do hold off on purchases, innit, just so they can get over January tax return and then they're back. Some people will start spending now, but it's kind of that kind of funny business, if I'm honest. DG, when was the last time we conceded a goal? No one tell me. Feels like Well, it's got to be Newcastle, isn't it? It's going to be Newcastle. It's got to be Newcastle. It's going to open play. Surely it's got to be Haaland. Goal, it's got to be Newcastle. But even that, man, the way they're kind of even shameless with what they count as set pieces. I understand in the passage of play, yeah, Eze's goal was from a dead ball, like the one against Crystal Palace, right? Zubamendi's against Forest, there was a corner, yeah. But how on God's green enough did them things there count as a set play? I don't care. And I'm sure you lot do as well, don't as well. No one gives a monkeys. But this is what I mean about it's a bit disingenuous. Like, man can see Zubamendi's goal. Am I going to put that down as a dead ball? Technically, it is, but technically, it's not. It's nice, man. It is what it is, though. It is what it is. I hope that's the answer. Well gone. Big up everyone, man. Big up everyone. I watch mainstream media and rival supporters' opinions just to laugh. Your view of the club should not be impacted by idiots who hate us. What does Arsenal mean to you? Do you want the Arsenal? I try to listen to everything, innit? But I don't really take things in if I don't rate. Like, if I can tell you either, like, when you watch debates and there's people, they're responding because they're actually listening. There's some people, and this is what I think most football content is. You're just listening to respond. You don't even know what's said. It's just who can shout the loudest, who can say a mad thing. Obviously, a lot of that is you laugh at it, but you're not taking anything away from it. There's not really any reasoning and different perspective. And personally, I don't understand why there's not a agree to. I don't know why people can't just agree to disagree, say I was wrong, or say I don't know with anything that concerns football. But that's just me, man. DG, we're here for your tangents and rants. No need to apologize. You're speaking well many of our things. I hear it, man. ChatGPT actually said I'm at my best when I'm calm, and randomly those moments come out. We've taken rollies and handbags when they come to our block. Tactics. Hijack FC, Humble FC. Yeah, man. Whatever you said there. Brother, I wish I could be like a gal and talk shit 24/7, but I've been humbled too many times to talk before April. I'm not going to big up a gal, but he's definitely a troll on social media. I think when you get him on YouTube, bit emotional, but Heart's a good brother. Heart's in the right place, speaks. Don't agree with everything, but speaks. On Twitter, he's definitely trying to piss people off. Definitely trying to piss Arsenal fans off, trying to piss rival fans off. He's one of them, innit? DG, 51 years that I've been an Arsenal fan. Bloody hell, Kwame, big up yourself. 21 years we haven't won the PL since, but I'm sorry. But it's been 3 times we missed out. I don't mind being proven wrong. And there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone wants to be proven wrong. At our push, there's a lot of us that just want to get over the line, bro. Like, and Arteta, if you don't, I don't know what we say, because I do think you're a good manager. You've done very good things, but you might have been the man before the man. And how many times are we going to persist with doing the same things? If we win the PL, I'll be a horrible person. But if we win the champs, put me in jail from now. Oh, man, what a guy. Some things that stick with you forever. I remember the game versus Sporting Lisbon. Oh, my. Couple games. Any kind of L in Europe, actually. Olympiacos, Chelsea in the final, Barcelona, Sporting Lisbon. Ain't that where we got done up by the halfway line? What else, man? There's Bear, man. There's Bear. Atletico Madrid Europa League. Some things just don't leave. Oh, man. Like, how at any given point in the last 3 years, yeah, in the Premier League, when it's them, every now and again, there's that game where we're like, all right, it's done now. Like, we're not doing what needs to be done. Granit Xhaka, because I was at the stadium, that will stand out. Because I maintain that we just became a fucking pantomime, bro. Like, DGB real. Was you the master player in Baller League? This guy's a fool, bro. I like few rival channels to keep up with the ups. I think you mean. I listen to them when they speak on their own team, when they speak on Arsenal's 90% trash. When it's the banter thing, there's bare rivals I can listen to. But actual football, there's only so many. Because for me, I don't really watch football content in it. I do now because I like to, I like to scout for talent. I like to see different perspectives. I like to see, did I miss out things? But I find it difficult to listen to content creators because it's like, cool. It's obviously Man United lose, Spurs lose, Chelsea lose. We're there in it. We're watching all of the content creators. But then past that, I just personally, and you know what? Some people stopped me in the street and said this happens with me. Like, you pre my reactions and you go and look at other people's reactions and you laugh at Arsenal. You ain't done that in a while. And then when you want to see what kind of happens, now you might listen to my content. Like, okay, why do you believe this kind of happened? That's kind of what I try to look for in others. Like, the shouting thing is fine. Like, you need to get that out of your system. But then beyond that, I like to see, like, where did your team go wrong? Is there any patterns? I just like to listen to actual football chatter, like actual football, none of the gimmicks. Like, what did you see? Whether you're a match going fan, you're in the other side of the world, like, why do you feel like this? And even that, I feel there's a lot of tacticals who make great visually, and they make great YouTube vids. Like, the graphics are great, the thumbnail's great, the way they're explaining the tactics on screen is great. But when you break it down, the chatting mad shit, like, they're chatting off. But anyways, man, we're going left. Let's continue, people. Sammy Motbell has said key contract talks offer Arsenal a route to dominance. I need to zoom in a bit, like, yeah, so I can actually see this. But this is an Arsenal team being built to last. Much has been made of the 200 plus summer recruitment spend and its impact on transforming a squad that appears to have made a bit of a habit of falling short into one that finally looks ready to win biggest prizes. They have strengthened across the field. Gyökeres, Eze, Madueke. Yeah, we know this. Zubamendi's doing his thing. Okay, are we going to get into the nuts and bolts of why we're here? Yet the club's clear ploy in tying down the club's key players since the start of last season is proven just as important in their emergence as the team to beat. Having already tied down Ranieri, Luis Skelly, Saliba, Magalhaes over the summer, mad thing, innit? And Arsenal's efforts to sign Bukayo Saka to a new long-term contract have progressed and advancing amid a growing expectation an agreement will be reached. To have Saka commit to Arsenal would be as significant to the club as any of their seven summer signings. His importance to Mikel Arteta has been underlined in recent months with his position as a key member of the team's leadership committee, while he's already captained the side in the absence of Odegaard numerous times already. Of course, Arsenal's commitment to Saka is just as palatable. I don't know what that word is. There was no way I was pronouncing that correct. He's already one of the club's top earners, with well-placed sources claiming he'll become one of Arsenal's best paid players when his new contract is confirmed. Indeed, securing Saka's long-term future may prove the most crucial piece of business completed by Berta since his arrival in April. But Saka's deal isn't the only contract renewal on the horizon. As BBC Sport revealed earlier this month, the club have already started discussions with Jurrien Timber with a view to extending his deal. He's emerged as a regular and ever-present after recovering from the ACL injury, as we know, people. Apparently, it won't be too long before Arsenal turn their attentions to Declan Rice's future. The England midfielder still has over 2 years to run in his current deal. Didn't we hear there's an option in his deal as well, like to extend it by 1 year? But given his status in Arteta's team, Arsenal want to avoid any uncertainty. In addition to the talks with Saka and Timber, the completed renewals of Saliba, Magalhaes, Ranieri, Luis Skelly, the Gunners have already agreed pay increases with David Raya and Leandro Trossard. With all that in mind, the team are set up to not only win their first Premier League title in over 20 years, but build a lasting legacy. While Berta has garnered hero status with Arsenal fans for his diligent work in the transfer market, his efforts in securing the team has a future together. What? His efforts in ensuring the team has a future together is viewed just as importantly internally at the Emirates Stadium. Arsenal now have a squad built to win now and long in the horizon. I don't know about you lot's clubs though, because at least when we spend peas, you can, fair enough, you can say we spent money, but at least you can see what we did. Certain man bought Jeremy Kittens and they've got Xavi Simmons and the strikers that don't want to take penalties against Grimsby. It's darkness, man. Big up BR. That one was for BR. How many points we see in this season? I reckon 90. 80 odd. I don't know. I hope 90, but you got to be near enough. Fucking perfect for that, man. And we're first for bare things, as you lot know, people. And this is what I mean. This Ryan Hannon guy, shameless brother. Because when it was 2019, he was gassing up Liverpool. Set pieces can win you trophies. Now look at you, pussy. Now it's ruining football, dickhead. Shout out Julian Lorenz, though, because he's always complimentary. You prick. You absolute prick. Need to start naming shaming. As we always know, yeah, footballers, yeah. If a footballer plays dead, you get on to him, innit? If a manager does shaky things, even fans get criticized. Journalists and referees are too protected. And big up hand of Arsenal. I'm never going to read this out, but it's just bare draw outs. He just rising up everything. He just rise. This is the Ian Doyle guy that was a liar as well. Interesting reading that Mikel Arteta appears to claim to have invented the importance of set pieces. He never said that. See what happens when you tell lies. These are because again, the media is one of the most important tools. Project Mockingbird. integrity. Klopp said set pieces are actually his favourite goals. And, when Brentford and Liverpool were doing their thing, no one said anything. Big up hand of Arsenal, man. If I see you, I'm going to buy you a beer, mate. Or if you don't drink, some apple juice, I guess. The proper apple juice with the elderflower and that. You deserve it for what you've been doing. Arsenal have now scored more goals from set pieces alone with 11 than the entire tally of 8 teams in the Premier League so far this season. This is the 7th time Arsenal have had 22 points after 9 Premier League games. They won the league in only one of those seasons. So again, feet on the ground. And yeah, you could sit here and say, oh, the last time we finished second 3 times in a row, the 4th year we won it. There's many of positive stats, negative stats. The only stats I care about is scoring more goals than the opponent, putting 3 points on the board. Let's just relax. And first stop is Brighton tomorrow, which we will be doing a watch along. Happy belated Nicholas Hover, because you already do your job. We already went through that, and we've already gone through that. What else have we got here? We've been linked with, I don't think anyone believes this, but we've been linked with Porto's that Samu guy. I wouldn't be against it, but apparently Tottenham have accelerated its moves, but faces competition. Arsenal, Newcastle also anxiously monitoring his contract situation. January could determine his fate as Porto face financial pressures that could force them to consider offers even below his release clause. Spanish website Sport said it would take 100 million euros to convince Real Madrid to sell Vinicius. I don't believe that. 100 million seems a bit cheap. Well, trust me. Don't trust someone in life that says trust me, but trust me. Just get it done, man. Just get it done. Just get it done. Just get it done. Just get it done. Just do the right thing. But yeah, that just appears like nonsense to me. It seems like Brighton got injuries of their own. Mitoma set to miss out. But yeah, they've got their own injury issues, people. They've got their own injury issues. So yeah, man, we'll have to see what happens there. Arsenal, people are afraid while Juggernaut Arsenal are a team to beat. Yeah, you lot write these headlines. You weren't writing them at the beginning of the season, so don't do any of that. 4 players have been ruled out for Brighton, people. Bearing in mind, the managers are good liars. James Milner, Golda, Mitoma are out. Damn. Harry Howell is also out. He's doing all right. He's making little inroads at Brighton, isn't it? I was reading this. This is why I want Gyökeres to play tomorrow, man. You will bag against them. You will bag against them. You will bag against them. Don't watch that. Ben White as well. We've had Marino, Rice, Eze bag against their old teams. It's written in the stars, man. It's written in the stars, man. It's written in the stars, man. Haaland, the only one open play goal we've conceded. And without that Weldy from Szoboszlai, we'd be on an invincible run. But that's where we got to target the fine margins, man. Will you start Gyökeres tomorrow? I would, I would. I'd start Eze and Gyökeres. You look got an hour out there for me. No, I haven't. Once again, I ain't seen Marcel, the channel's favorite Liverpool fan. I have not seen him. I have not seen him. Don't know where he is. If you find him, actually at this point, let's see, he's all right. Rivals will start crumbling. Watch Liverpool struggle. 1 win from 6. Up next, Liverpool versus Villa and City. Boy. Aaron, big up yourself, man. Big up yourself. Need to get you back on the platform. Do you rate Vinny, DG? Yeah. I don't rate him for Brazil. You and Rodrigo, if we're going to win the World Cup, and as you know, Jamaica, we're going to be there. But Jamaica, Brazil, England, you 3 go out. Don't know where we go. Of course I rate him. I don't rate him for England, but Vinicius Jr., fucking good player, mate. I think Yamal's better than him. But yeah. Man said moving like Ian Bill. Kittens, bro. Look at what Chelsea spent their peas on. Tired. It's tired. It is tired. So many tables on the screen. I need quote this guy. And to be fair, for me, yeah, when it comes to content or whatever, I don't care if you're mad Mikel Arteta out, mad Mikel Arteta in, your balance. I just like people who can articulate what they're saying. I don't like the shouting and emotional thing. Yeah, it's great. You get great segments and I will laugh at it, but it don't have my attention. Especially because you lot don't see it. Like, I'll be in the gym listening to podcasts or here, like editing or something or thinking, just here and just listening and it's in the background. Like, I like conversation, bro. That Sporting game was hell. Ramsdale lobbed from the halfway line. Saliba and his backup Tommy injured. The end of our PL charge. Teta playing playing holding, not Kivy after that game. I hear it, man. But we don't have to pretend. Listen, you know what, Kivy, you'll big up yourself for Real Madrid, but you're not savage. Like, you look at our players now, like, maybe it's my bias. I don't really like the defenders that are wet between the ears. Like, with the greatest of respect to Kivy, yeah, like, I always felt he was, obviously, you're a Polish international. You know, I'm hearing like Polish international. When you think of them, man, they like that kind of region. I know it's not the same as Serbia, but like they're gonna get on, boot them in their face, and they're Spartans in that. And then on top of that, what I thought of Polish international, you've gone to Italy, University of Defending. I'm thinking, yeah, he's one of them. Like he's one of them. He's soft, man. Like, come on, let's be real. Shout out to him for Real Madrid. Stood up tall, but 9 times out of 10. And now I can be honest about it. Like, he will get into the side when there's injuries. Like, the worst time on YouTube is when we was packing teams. He's playing left back. We're packing teams. Or me being here, we're packing teams. You're not telling me he's good. I'm like, bro, he's not being asked anything. And that's cool. I got no issues with him. But you would have thought this was some guy that just got promoted out the, like Marley Salmon, for example. In terms of being a bit timid, I'd expect that from him. Not a Polish international 20-odd years. Now I look at my team. Lewis Skelly been in the first team 2 minutes. He's on it. Hincapié, South American madman, on it. Magalhaes, on it. Saliba, on it. Timber, on it. White, on it. Calafiori, extremely crazy, but on it. That's what you need. You can't have timid defenders. And let's be real, man. Like, Koscielny, bro, was like that. Soft. I don't like it. That's my bias. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like all this. You got to grow in confidence and now you're feeling comfortable. Obviously, I comprehend that and things, but the bar's on the floor. Kivio's best game is Real Madrid. Need you against Bayern, you messed up. Ducking headers and at Sporting, playing with your boots against Brighton. One thing I will say, you have had good games. You stood up very tall. I'm sure twice against Liverpool, but definitely once. And I think the game Madueke actually was playing for Chelsea and he bagged against us. I'll give you your flowers, Kivio. You stood up tall. And you stood up to at the Bernabeu. Saliba's the one that crumbled. But I don't like, let's not pretend that, man, I messed. You look in this defense now, anyone that's, of course, you know, you need a run of games to get fit and all these things. But anyone's deployed at any moment in that defense, we've got wholehearted belief in them. Because the Premier League is unforgiving. You're in the real world now, player. If you're scared, stay at home. If you're scared, stay on the porch. If you're not on what we need to do this season, I beg you, just stay away. I've got plenty of criticisms around this club and actually players, and equally I've got a lot of praise. We just need to band together. 3 points, win some shit, cut out now. Simple as that. That's where we're at now. Like, enough's enough. Bournemouth is challenging for the PL. I don't think they're experienced enough. Boy, Bournemouth deserve it, man. DG, tell me one thing. Why are rival fans obsessed with Arsenal and doing? I see Real Madrid fans commenting that long throw PL is nowhere near El Clasico viewership and La Liga is stylish. Everyone wants, word to Arsene Wenger, everyone thinks they've got the most prettiest wife at home, innit? Arteta let a man go for dinner while all them other coaches got their players in detention. Arteta's got the buy-in. Hi, Nems. Have you seen Marcel? Have you seen 3 points recently, fella? Like, Slot losing the plot. Van Disney hiding. Frimpong's injured, but worse than Trent. Isaac not bagging. Shout out Hugo Doe. Midfield issues. Look like you're missing Zubimendi. What's going on? All that money. We spent peas, but you're seeing what we spent peas on. All that money for, oh shit, Florian Wirtz. And don't tell me about, yeah, it was Champions League. That's a Bundesliga game. He's playing Frankfurt. Frankfurt depleted of Marmouche, of Ikitike. Am I shameless? 100% I am. What's going on? If you never walk alone, why is Kanate on his own? Huh? It's dark. But not for us, though. Gyökeres, man. Score prediction for tomorrow's game. 2-1 Arsenal. 2-1 Arsenal. Brazil lost to Bolivia and Japan lately. Yeah, the Japan game was done. No one believes they can win the World Cup, even Brazilians. Doesn't matter. Man's gym into podcasts. What the hell? Wait, what? I can't listen to it. It's not what I can only listen to music. There's only so much like music I want to listen to in the gym. Like, can't listen to a podcast or an audio book. That's the best way to kind of run through them. You can't do that. In fact, what I've actually been trying to do in the shower or in the gym is actually I'm trying. Sometimes there's just too much noise. Not listen to anything. Like actually just not look at my phone, not listen to anything. It's just me and my thoughts. Been trying that, man. Players want to come to Arsenal. They can see the community and team spirit, and it's been like that. Remember when Sanchez went Man United and tried to come back after one training session? He has to hold that, man. We need to call it as it is. Marcel's a fraud. Marcel's a fraud. Absolute fraud. DG went from saying Brazil winning the World Cup is guaranteed to now sounding shook, shameless guy. At least I'm here, though. I put my opinions, my W's, my L's on the line. You're behind the screen. Yeah? And I understand it. But respect. Nathan, I've had enough of you, you know. You've been trolling all the time. I've had enough of you, mate. I tell you that. Matisse gets under my skin. I hate watch Chelsea to see his face. Shout out Matisse, man. He's crazy, man. He's one thing I say of Matisse is he's very creative. Very creative with what he does. Brazil are the only national team to have appeared in every World Cup ever. And we got respect. We got a Champions League. Bear war stories, man. Bear war stories. That's great. We know Liverpool have Champions Leagues. You got Bear. We know this. You man are next downfall. Is that Man United? You be bantering Liverpool fans and Chelsea and all this, and then Man United with back-to-back wins. Come chatting shit to you. Come on, man. Get back in your box, man. Please get back in your box. I see Amarin wearing his designers again and his sunglasses and smiling. You know yourself, BR. It could be this weekend. Back to the non-smiling. Tranquillo, man. Empty barrels make the most noise. Yeah, that keeper they got from Valencia is terrible. I'm tempted to see MLS in midfield with Wanyeri and Norgard. I'm on that. But Charles, me and you both know Miles Lewis-Skelly ain't getting no midfield run up. I'm on it, though. Sunderland is so weird. They're challenging for the PL. City and Liverpool are meant to challenge us. But this is why it's 8-9 games. Whatever, like I said yesterday, if I just say random teams to you, Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, Spurs, Brighton, Palace, Newcastle, what have you not made of them in the Premier League this season? Just them clubs off their own bat. No in comparison to others. What have you made of them? Then you go look at the league table. You might, and everybody's kind of near each other, or some are overperforming. It's been 8-9 weeks. In the next 8-9 games, is that going to be said? Apart from Arsenal winning games? I don't know. No, Arsenal never learn. Bro, you're the one who come hyping, you know. 371 of 571 active referees in Turkey have at least one account with a betting company, and more than 10,000 bets have been made. Damn. Someone's doing a Rico case, man. I hope they don't filter back to Jose's time there. I listen to podcasts on walks and at the gym all the time. Great way to educate the mind and body at the same time. Facts. Man said defy trolling. Dayford. Twat. Have a listen to Prime Minister's questions time on leg day. Double motivation. To be fair, I had to stop listening to that, you know, because it's like they say madness. You know, like you have to keep up with politics and business and even the budget and all these things because it all affects us. But it's like you don't want to listen to it because you lot are just playing games with our lives and nothing can change. Would you do a subscriber watch along? What do you mean by subscriber watch along? I don't have enough friends, man. You lot don't support enough. Respect DG Sao Paulo's finest. Come on, you know I was born in Brazil. I used to kick ball with Gabriel Jesus. I just said I'm not really on football. They used to say I used to be the captain in the school team. I said I'm not really on this, man. I don't want to play football, man. There's other things to do. Jesus had more determination than me. Ask him. Who do you think taught him how to do flip flap? Interesting story. I beat R9 in 2-touch. Not even I can. Nah, I can't even run that one there. Because I started seeing images of R9. Like there's no way on God's green. Not even that mess that 2-touch, man. To be smart and well-rounded, I watch all the good Arsenal channels, even ones that slightly annoy me, and even our smart rival channels speaking on our team, but I'm only a member of one. DG Rob, God bless you, man. God bless you. No, shut up. SLD is definitely the clown. Turkish refs are deaf on the fix. Make it, you know what? For me, football, it's not right. But sometimes you got to get your hands dirty to live clean. There's bare corruption in football at all levels, like from fucking academy level, like flipping hell, mate. Amarin about to wear them cream chinos with black socks again. And then, you know what's going to happen? They're going to get a bit of optimism. Done now. Done now. They're saying one ref has a bet on 18,227 games. Moving to bait. Moving to get to bait. A watch along for a game, but with, let's say, 2 subscribers. Yeah, why not? Just send you the link. Why not? Be nice to have a conversation. Why not? Why the hell not? There's nothing wrong with that. Why not? Why not? Pardon me. We need to start doing different things next year, man. Keeping the core, but doing different things. More than anything. Not make myself bored, man. See, as Aaron's in the chat as well, make sure you're subscribing to Aaron, man. Even he's got to be happy. Little boy, we got to. What's this? A podcast? A new insight into our club is coming with the release of our weekly podcast, The Dispatch. Ooh. Tune in each week to find out what goes on behind the scenes at Arsenal, from training ground catch-ups to stories from our famous history. You won't want to miss an episode. You won't want to miss episode 1 with Frimmy and club reporter Josh James. Fair enough. About time. You know what? Yeah, I don't want to praise them, but no. I'm definitely not praising them. But Spurs do some good content away from their team shit, so they have to do good content. Like, they do some good content in the build up to games and interviews, and actually, I'm not really a fan of it, but I understand it. Like, them dumb little games in it. Like, they had one where I don't know what it was, but it's like something's being. Why for all of this? But it's like something's dropping, and you got to grab it in it. Like, you got to grab it a weird way. They're making all the players do that. I like when they interview when Spurs interview the manager, especially because they're losing half the time, the manager after the game on the pitch. Now, for obvious reasons, I can't understand it. I'll be real, if I'm Arteta, fuck that. Like, you're not making me do that. Then I got to go to the press conference. People are going to ask me stupid questions. Then I've probably got to go watch this game again. And I'm vexed anyways, because we haven't won. So, yeah, man, be interesting. Be interesting to see what's going on. Van Dijk stinks up the place. Then switches on his other defenders when they can see trust. He hates Kirkes, innit? A man said, no, Aaron's happy we're winning. He's got 10 to 15 cans of Carl in every match, living his best life. Hey, subscribe to Aaron, man. Lives and breathes the Arsenal, and that's what you can hope for, man. And that's another thing. Like, I don't have to agree with what... That's one thing that jars me, you know? Like, you can't just have a conversation on YouTube. You can't. Because some of you will be there like, oh, you didn't argue with him. Like, bro, if that's what a man thinks, that's what a man thinks. I know what I think, innit? And when it comes to Arsenal, I don't really care what you feel. If I just know your heart's in the right place, there's a platform here for you, mate. I mean, nah, lesser. I'm not here. Podcast and jersey limited edition releases. Run me my silverware. Listen, silverware. Define silverware, though. Define silverware. Because we've just beat 4 of the bogey teams that we've dropped points to last year. You know, you're seeing Rice get better as an 8. You're seeing, Timber, the way Timber looks post ACL. Madueke, there was petitions and he was amazing. The way the Emirates atmosphere is getting better, even off the field, like they're turning off the TV so you go to your seat quicker. That could be defined as winning the league. Of course, silverware, lifting stuff is another kind of way of defining it, which we hope to do. You do need to remember, though, Arteta has won 3 bits of silverware, and as a football club, it's not been a drought like that. We've won the Champions League a few months ago. Just annoying. I want a PL and UCL parade. Honestly, if we won the Prem again, I don't know what I do, but I kind of know what I do. Champions League, I won't know how to. I don't know what to do. I'd actually have to look after my blood pressure, because for you, that's the one I want. Like, that's, to me, I don't care what no one says. I think my team's complete football now. I don't care about nothing else. My team has completed football. I don't care about nothing else. I've seen them win the Prem, win the champs, bag them FA Cups, whatever else you want to do. That's your business. Yeah. Great free kick by Szoboszlai. Set piece. Maybe if your manager stopped complaining about it and then into that, then it'd be great. It's about losing battles and winning wars, because that's great. That free kick. What is it you lot say to us? I know you lot got silverware, but what is it you lot say to Arsenal fans? Oh, what a trophy. Put that in a trophy cabinet. But once you're done stopping thinking about that, consider the fact that right now, Szoboszlai, a centre mid, playing right back, and through seeing Thomas Partey play there, I could only imagine the fuckery you lot going through. A right Liverpool fans, a right back is your best fullback. Please don't talk about Kirkes. Don't want to hear about Frimmy. Your whole defensive ethos is dislodged. Van Dijk can't even do his light skin tax and save you. Wirtz is moving shit. There's bare problems in your midfield. There's the relationship between Saka and whatnot down the right is horrible. Is that it's not happening? There's problems, and you're dropping points, and your manager's chatting shit. Don't think I didn't see the Brentford game where everybody's lining up for Kirk and take the long throw. Respect, please. You never walk alone. Why are half your defenders on the road? It's all right though, man. It's all right though, man. It's all right. Big up Nems though, because unlike Marcel, you're not hiding. DJ, I can't say I'm too disappointed, mate. Feet firmly on the ground though, but credit where credit is due so far. And Aaron, that's all most people say. Facts. But we need to see it through. Trust me, DG. I am the only Arsenal fan in a family of Liverpool and United fans. I've been through hell, bro. I want revenge. I hear it. Ooh, that must be annoying. I just need to see Arsenal win all 4 comps because I ain't seen that as an adult. Never seen the UCL. PL was a youth, so was I. Never seen the League Cup, only the FA Cup. See, once you start doing the adult thing, crazy. Corner FC, I don't mind it because everyone's breading now. Man, they better hope we don't win some shit. Man called him Cardi Van Dijk throwing it back for the up. Aye. Yeah, at least my defenders, even forget the world-class ones, they're soldiers. Van Dijk is there, turning when the ball's being shot, turning and letting it getting hit in the backside. We don't know about beauty shots over here. You'll see Saliba and Gabriel like facing the way. Men. Yeah, man. Okay, we can have 90% of our goals. That's got us top. But trust me, once you see the open play, just watch. A month from now, people are going to shut up about stuff. Once Arsenal win one major trophy, you're about to see another level of dominance. Players around Europe are slightly onto Arsenal, but once that trophy comes, it's a wrap. I hope so. DG, the potential Zoot I'd bun if we win the PL or champs. Let me chill. I don't know what a Zoot is, but I might have to. I don't even. What is bunning and a Zoot? I don't know, but fuck it. Maybe I should do some research. But I'll be with you trying that. Says Saliba can't talk to a Gravenberch. Yeah, you know what? With that, Nems, you fucked it up for everyone. It's dinner time now. It's 4 minutes past 6. I'm sure you lot have all been at work and all of these things. As usual, appreciate you lot support. Without you lot, it's dead. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please make sure you are. Big up Terry Loose Screw. All right, all right. Oh, someone's comment's gone. Thoughts with Jamaica, dark hearts. Thoughts with Jamaica, Haiti, and DR right now. And anyone suffering of anything around the world, man. Without you lot, it's dead though, man. It's dead. So I appreciate you lot support, your talking points, your banter. It's always a pleasure. I'll probably be live tomorrow before the game, but we kick off at 7:45. So I'll be live at like 6:45. For the watch along, 5 p.m. I should have a show for you lot. So yeah, man. If you ain't taking in the content, take in the content. Other than that, God bless you all. Safe, man.